we want to empty Rivers State in favor of Senator Magnus Abbey. It is not, the Bible says, not of he that willeth, it's not of he that runneth, but it's of the Lord that showeth mercy. From behind and everywhere, I was not your fan. I have never supported you in anything, but I did not hate you either, because I just saw you like one Rivers man. But divine grace has favored you today.
Amen.
I want to say that OPP is not a political party. OPP is a movement. I'm a right activist. I'm from Abbey Mandoni local government area, a renowned right activist that have been jailed and released for several reasons for the benefit of my people. And I have not relented. I was never or ever been deterred to pursue the cause of humanity. We are here not just alone with the candidate. We also came out with the stakeholders. The stakeholders, I mean, political parties coming out with their secretaries, women leaders, and because of the time frame, this meeting was arranged just yesterday. If you have given us up to 1 week, you would have seen the whole Rivers State here. That's to tell you that you don't have much work to do. The Lord has done it all for you. We have a slogan, we say, OPP, landslide victory. OPP, landslide victory, Magnus Abbey. So you did not lobby for it, you did not pay for it, but you will now know that sometimes when you are walking in your private prayers, God is answering your prayers. You did not give me any money. You did not give the candidate any money. Some people keep asking me, what is our own, what are we going to get in return? I said, when God is at work, just let God work. The end thereof will be fine for us. So I want to say that we are here with 15 political parties. And more candidates are still coming. I want to tell you that it is not your fight. Go and rest. Go and do what? Rest. Like I was saying, if a man had been tried in the local level and he is so distinguished in his Gokana LGA, a son that is so cherished, he came out to the state as a legislator. He perfected his work. Even in an opposition party, he was so much, somehow, he was the best. And they lobbied him into the ruling party. And he also showed excellence. And he performed as the state government secretary. And he did exceedingly well. And he came back to serve as a senator. He performed and distinguished himself as a senator. And he came back to serve in government parasata where he's still serving. And he's doing well. Uncle Neka. Uncle Neka is clap for him. OPP! OPP! Landslide victory! We are not money mongers by the grace of God. If we are talking about experience, I've traveled to 15 countries of the world. I am exposed. I am a landlord to an oil producing community. I am okay. And people that follow me, they are okay. You did not give them any money. And that's what I want the media to carry. We came on all from different 23 local governments just because we want to pass a message strong. And we're going to travel to the 319 wards of Rivers State, 23 LGA, with or without Abbey, with our money and our fund for Rivers State to have the government they desire. Yes, it is clear that if an Ikwere man can come and do so beautiful structures, flyovers, and Ikwere land and extensively some few communities are beautiful, you begin to ask questions. Are other tribes strangers? Ogoni, if not first, will be the second ethnic nationality in Rivers State. Are they strangers? Ogoni have not tested the brick house. What are they going to do in small ethnic nationalities that Ogoni cannot do? We have doctors, professors, like his profile said, he's a former legislator. He is also a former executive and a natural barrister who is also in the judiciary. So such person is a very sound person to lead Rivers State. Anybody that want to measure weight with Abbey, let him come out to a television debate. They cannot do it. That's why we want you to rest while we speak for you. What we want to be doing, every media house should be open to us, so that we can tell them that Abbey is just the best. OPP! OPP! Let us give him a standing ovation, everybody. If you are a member of... We want to say that we did this to reduce the cost of electionary process. Our governorship candidates, they are okay. You should be strong. We want a better River State. A River State we can call our own. It's not a River State where a cabal will be leading. Graduates are languishing and suffering. We are so blessed to be cursed. And we want a government that will take River State urbanization project to everywhere. So that when you are in Kono, you say, here in Port Harcourt, because of how beautiful Kono will be. So when you are going to a place they call, we are happy about. So we want to beg you. We don't have anything. We are endorsing you and adopting you as the sole candidate that all these political parties will vote for. Come March 11th. We will vote for you. But we want to appeal, we want to ask for something. You will give us a direction. And that direction is, if Rivers State is good and we are not connected to the center, that means you will be battling to get connected. We want a governor that will connect us to the center. Because we are detached from the center, we'll be lobbying like the incumbent is lobbying to get honors, to get connected to the center. Because you cannot be detached to the center. Politics is in segment. If you cut off the 3 tiers, you will suffer. Every tier is interconnected. OPP! OPP! Landslide victory! We are doing it with our own self-consciousness. I will want you in return as a father, not to disappoint us. The message we have for you is that be a true Rivers man. That man that see the Oba man as Ogoni man. The Rivers man that see the Kalabare man, the Bane man, the Joe Rivers as his own brother. Enough of divisiveness. We are one Rivers. We have cut down costs for any governorship candidate that is not interested to run the election. Go and keep your postal money and billboard money. Use it to eat. Magnus is ready. So we want to follow that person that is ready. OPP! OPP! Landslide victory. I want to stop here. God bless you all. Our people say, come out, let us raise up your hand. We got victory. By the God in heaven, I possess 2 qualities as a traditional ruler and as a man of God. We hereby say, other political parties have adopted his own Magnus Abbey as a candidate for the election coming on 11th of March. And he's our sole candidate. So shall it be in Jesus' name. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you. I am rarely of words, but these days, increasingly, I'm being put into situations where I don't think that anything I say will be adequate or sufficient. What has happened today, unprecedented, in the history of politics in Rivers State. In the political history of Rivers State, have I seen the kind of support and momentum that Rivers people are giving to me in this race. These days, when I pray to God, I don't pray to win, because I know that we will win. Amen. I pray to God that God in heaven should not allow me to disappoint you people. Amen. It will be a very sad thing if it happens. Because the kind of love and support that Rivers people have shown to this cause, the kind of faith that is making people to do the things they are doing to ensure that we emerge victorious in this race is uncommon and is divine. It is only God that can do this kind of thing. No human being, no matter how strong, no matter how wealthy, no matter how powerful, can do what is happening in Rivers State. And nobody can stand in front of what is going on. Everybody will just have to shift, because that time has come. The promise I want to make to you people today, and I make it solemnly and with every sense of responsibility. Everybody who knows me knows that I pick my words very carefully, and I think through them very carefully. I don't make promises casually, because I know that our life is our breath. And so anything we use our breath to say is what we are using our life to say. That's why I don't say things and casually go back on them. Today, you people have done something that, whether anybody likes it or not, is a great and massive contribution. If you wanted to sell what you're doing today, I am sure that among all the candidates, I may be the one person who will not be able to afford it if it was to be put up for public auction. People who have money would have paid you. But you didn't ask me for a dime. And I wasn't even aware that all these things were going on until you met me and you told me how far you people have gone. I didn't believe it. Until my DG came to see you people and came back to confirm to me that no, it is actually real and it is actually true, and you are actually doing this by yourself. And I said, okay. That's why I told him it must be today. Because it was yesterday he was, I said, no, let's do it today. Because I didn't want other people to hear of it and start looking for people with 2 billion and 1 billion. So when you said I didn't give you time, that was the reason. I said, no, if the thing is real, let it happen now. I was very, very happy. So the promise I will make to you is this. You gave me happiness. You didn't ask for anything. What you have asked is that we should treat Rivers people fairly, treat them justly, and do justice in this land so that people can enjoy in their own lifetime. That is all I have been talking about. I also want to ask of Rivers people, because by now it is clear to all that if it is by voting, and it will be by voting, I will be the governor on the 29th of May. I also want to ask of Rivers people, the governor alone cannot change our state. The governor alone cannot alter our destiny. Even all of us together cannot turn us into Dubai. We will need the grace of God, but most importantly, we will need to work together as one. From the 29th of May, there is no Ogoni, Ikwere, Kalabari, Eche, Oba, Abua, Odua, Egbema, everything, Wakrike, Andoni, Opobo, Oyibo, Ekpeye, Deputy Governor would have said I didn't call Ekpeye. Ibani, there will be one river state. And let me share a secret with all of us here. When we think of the great nations of the world, we always think of them as if they are all one people, because maybe they are all white, or they all speak the same language, or whatever. No, they don't all speak the same language. They are not all one people. They all have their differences and their divisions. But they can teach themselves one common language, which everybody will learn. In some other countries, they even force people to learn other people's language, like they do in Ghana. All that are tools that leaders use to ensure integration amongst their people. Unity is not automatic. You have to work hard for unity. There is nothing good in this life that comes without hard work and sacrifice. Like I say to people all the time, poverty can happen naturally, but wealth must be created. You can only create wealth by hard work and by sacrifice. In the river state that we are all committing to build, we must all be ready to work hard to build it. We must all be ready to make the sacrifices that will make that river state possible and real. The only promise that I will make to you is that I will lead by example. I will sacrifice the most. I will sacrifice the most. So that when I ask you to sacrifice, you will look at my own life too and know that I too, I am giving up something. And so you too will be inspired to give up something. Leadership without sacrifice is meaningless. That's what I always tell people. When they ask me about counseling in marriage, I say love that doesn't give up anything is no use to anybody. Sacrifice is the spirit by which you display love. You must give up something to give to the other person. That is the real expression of love. If we love our state, then we ourselves must be ready to give up something. From May 29th, we are going to begin the work of creating the state of our dreams. It will not happen by itself, and it will not happen without pain, and it will not happen without sacrifice. But it will happen because we are all committed to it. What you have done here today is an expression of your own faith and commitment to that idea that our state can be made better than it is. We will continue in this spirit. It is not just about the campaign. I will encourage you on your 319 words campaign. I will support you, and I will thank you in advance for it. But the real work begins on the 29th of May. I have promised Rivers people that we are going to do a whole lot of things differently. I have promised you that for the first time in the history of this country, we are going to nominate members of the cabinet with their portfolios. If we want to make you Commissioner for Education, we will nominate you to the Assembly as Commissioner for Education, so that you can explain to Rivers people why we have confidence in you that you can make a difference in education. We won't give people or communities, we come and say we have given you Commissioner for Education. No, we will give your children education, not Commissioner for Education. The Commissioner for Education is a job title. What your children need is education. We are not going to come to a community and say, oh, you are a commissioner, so they are sharing school. You take school to your community. Then you go to the community and say, I have brought development. I brought school. But the children have no job. The education the children are getting, you yourself will not give it to your children. You send your children to London and not to the school you have brought to the community. Whose child are you bringing it for? we are going to give our people education. What is education? Is what is between the head of the child, between the two ears. That is what is education. It is the character of the child that is education. An educated child will not go around tearing billboards and posters during a campaign season. Will any educated person do that? No. It shows that the children that we claim to be educating are not educated. They are not going to go around fighting and shooting guns at people with whom they have no quarrel. A peaceful person, you're going about your own legitimate constitutional role. Children will come and carry gun and machete and be pursuing you. Are those educated children? We are going to give our children education. We are going to give our people money. The way we are going to give you money, we are not going to transfer money from the account of Rivers State government to the account of any individual. We won't do it. What we're going to do is that we're going to create opportunities for people to make money. We will use the money of the government to create an environment in which people can put in their hard work and reap the reward and benefit of that hard work. When people see that those who work hard are making money, others will also work hard and work better. That's how the society will get better. We will spend your money on security, real security. We will equip the police that will serve here in Rivers State. They will have communications, they will have training, and they will be paid more than what policemen in places that are non-oil producing are paid. And when they come here, they will behave differently from other policemen who are not equipped, trained, and paid the ways the one here will be done. When we do that, all that money you are spending on bail, all that money you're spending when you're being slapped and beaten, all that money you're spending when you're being harassed on the road, that money will be left in your pocket. Our taking goods to the market will be able to carry their goods to the market at the price from which they took it from the farm, and the benefit will enter their own pocket. The tax is for extra 2,000, 1,000 because they have to settle police on the road. Rivers State Police will no longer be settled. 15 days after May 29, no policeman that is standing on the road in Rivers State will collect money from anybody. That will happen here. None. We are going to follow a new matrix as far as the issue of security is concerned. I have told Rivers people that I was part of the House of Assembly when the anti-cultism law passed. And our expectation at that time was that the law will end cultism, it will reduce crime, and it will stop the upsurge of crime in the state. Has cultism ended in Rivers State? Has crime gone down? It shows that that law in its present form is not working. We are going to try a different style. It is only people who are not trained and literate that continue to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. If you are trained and you have sense, when you have been doing something for some time, expecting a certain result, you don't get that result, you will go back and look at what you are doing and then review it to try something else so that you can see a different thing. The anti-cultism law will be reviewed. Our whole approach to the issue of the security challenges in this state will be reviewed and retinkered with. I have told Rivers people that we are going to call a meeting, a conference, a convention, whatever you call it, of all the groups that you have said are bad boys and good. Everybody will be. I have said, and I want to repeat, after that meeting, nobody in Rivers State will be kidnapped. No, not one person. Not one person. If anybody is kidnapped within the territory of it, after we have held that meeting, even if it means spending 100 billion naira of Rivers State money, we must bring out that kidnapper and put him on the TV before Rivers people. That's what stops crime. It's the fear of being caught that stops crime, not the fear of punishment. If people know that a nation to put an end to certain kinds of practices in this state, total and not negotiable, nobody will dare to involve in it. That's what we can do. And we are going to do it for everybody. The same response you will have if the governor is kidnapped is the same response you will have if a farmer in your village is kidnapped. That is the exact same thing that will happen. We will shut down and go after the thing to the hills, and nobody will be able to collect some money on the head of it carried in Rivers State and eat that money and leave. Nobody will be able to do it. We will make this place safe so that people can come here and begin to spend money, so that people can night enjoy themselves and spend their money. We will make this a place where you work, where you can live, where you can pay. That's what is how we are going to achieve the state of our dreams. For myself today, it is with the greatest humility that I accept your endorsement. I wanted to say a few things about what we are going to do so that you will be clear as to what we expect once we begin this exciting journey together. My appeal to Rivers people is that it is not going to be an easy journey. There are going to be a lot of challenges on the road. There are going to be a lot of obstacles. There will be a lot of people whose privileges, whose way of doing things will be challenged by the new way of doing things, and there will be resistance. But I want to promise all of you before God, we will succeed. We will succeed, and there will be no going back. So go forward, my brothers. You have done the right thing. You have taken the right decision. Time will prove you right. Go forth, take the message to every and cranny. As far as I'm concerned, today have the work of this election included. The rest is for us to make sure that we go through the formalities and we finish the thing properly, and certificate and all that, and do the swearing in ceremony. Rivers people must be courageous. What you have done is an example and an inspiration to other Rivers people. They must be ready to sacrifice. It is this spirit that will build that River State that we seek. I am encouraged today, not just in the knowledge that we will win the election, but in the knowledge that our people are ready for a kind of society, for a new way of doing things, for a new life ahead. You could have gone to collect money, and other people will see that money is doing the thing, but you came here. This example will apply to all those that are in the polling units. They will not collect money and sell our state. They will collect the money and build River State. When you collect that money and you press your hand on the horse, you have collected the money and you have used it to build the new River State. That new River State of our dreams will be built. Amen. We will start it. We may not conclude it, but we will start it in a way that it cannot be reversed. Our children, it will be their own responsibility to sustain it and carry it forward. If they inherit the right thing from us, they will be challenged in their own generation to sustain it. They will not fail if we do not fail. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you very much.